Do it and make out.
Well, friends, here we go.
Please tell me that was recorded.
Welcome back to Weeaboo Wednesday on Lucas. Yay! I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah, I think we talk about anime now.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because we watched 3 episodes of the show.
Yeah, that one.
And then we talk about it.
Which one did we...
What did we
Fist of the North Star.
Fist of the North
We
Star.
totally watched Fist of the North Star.
Manliest show of all time.
So Zach, how was the architecture in this one?
Mostly destroyed and ruined.
Yeah.
Nice. Manly!
So, happens what in the year
It happens
1990X?
at the same time as Earthbound.
Yep, and the Super Smash Bros. Melee finale.
So it's a historical documentary?
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy guess won at the end of Earthbound, and all of that happened.
Oh.
And people got psychic powers from the aliens.
Yep.
We're done.
I just wanted to say, if you watched our previous episode, The Hot Cup of Moe, this is the exact opposite.
Thank
I
you
just
so
wanna
much
say,
for the titles. The
I love
titles
that.
are amazing.
I was so proud of that fucking title.
That was all
I had-
Casey.
So I had to
Everything.
mention it. It's so
Everybody, let's give a hand to Casey.
good. Yay.
Thank you. So anyway, yeah, we watched Fist of the North Star, which
This is a show about God toying with his creations.
Yeah.
that's Zach's headcanon. But anyway, yeah. We didn't introduce ourselves. We jumped
no.
right into it. So with me, as always, is EV0,
Hi.
special guest Mike, the comic guy.
Hey!
Then we got Taco. That's racist. And we got DJ.
That's
Carol.
Ah,
What, you're not going to call him out? Not going to call him out on it?
Of course
No.
he's not.
Not after our previous recording, and I kind of forgot he was black. As always, your host is SpaceKase. So, yeah, this is the polar opposite of the bullshit we've been watching the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
In the first 5 minutes, you see people explode.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Head blows up.
I felt bad for these guys because I was watching it, and I can usually do gore and stuff like that, and this isn't even real gore. And I was getting
You sounded like you're
physically
getting
assaulted.
colonoscopy. Yeah, you
It
sounded like
was-
you're getting colonoscopy. You're
was
like, oh God,
horrible.
no.
watching these heads explode and stuff
Just
like
gonna
that.
say, as somebody who's had a colonoscopy recently, the drugs they give you, you don't say that. You're just like, that's my axe.
Sex, strangely.
Oh, you
gosh.
might like that. This is an undrugged colonoscopy sound.
Oh no, it was horrible, and it wasn't bloody,
No.
hardly at all. It wasn't gory.
It was just the
Actually,
face.
The-
Sometimes the blood looked like shiny cum.
Yeah, it was white.
Yeah.
They couldn't show
Those
red.
Censors, yes.
If you think Mortal Kombat is violent, this show
Oh.
one-ups Mortal Kombat.
It's
Have you
violent.
played the new Mortal Kombat?
I haven't. No.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
blame
No,
me.
you don't know what you're talking about anymore,
Yeah,
sir.
this show is trying to catch up to that.
Yeah.
This might have started the whole Mortal Kombat bullshit, but no,
We need to set the tone right, because people may think that they're using guns or something. No. This guy goes full on Super Saiyan / Superman, exposes his chest, grows with a white light, pokes people with his fingers, and then their skull collapses.
Or explodes.
He's a good guy, though.
well, it collapses and then explodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic show.
Yes.
That is strange about the no guns, though, is that because there are cars just everywhere. Like ramshackle cars, everybody's got vehicles, no guns. The most advanced was a crossbow.
Yeah.
I assume it's
about
because
it.
they're in Japan, where they don't really have a lot of guns, but...
Dude, we saw big
The Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. Everything is. I'm assuming it's taking place in America. I don't know though.
Well, I thought that was just them setting the tone of the show. It's global,
Maybe,
But-
but anyway, yeah. Post-apocalypse, nuclear. Everybody's dead mostly. Most animals are dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mad Max meets Dragon Ball. Is kind of what the
Oh,
show
yeah.
is.
I could see that definitely.
So we got the main character Ken, who
Roided out Bruce Lee.
yeah,
definitely.
even does the whoa.
And wears a poncho like a badass.
And sometimes pours seeds back into the bag using only his feet.
Yeah.
It's a very silly show as well.
It's-
He's
Weird.
He's a punch wizard because he's clearly doing magic. Like he catches a bolt, turns his hand around, and the bolt continues with its same force the opposite direction.
Well, he flipped it.
Yeah,
He didn't even-
and he also
he didn't-
infused it with whatever he said because
he's-
he said his magic word and then threw it.
Well,
so.
he at least knows mending because his shirt rips every time and it comes back.
It's right back.
And it's
And-
not just him ripping it; other people have
Yeah.
ripped it themselves, and it still reappears.
But most of the time,
magically.
it's his.
I mean,
it's his boobs are ripping it.
It's Bruce Banner thing. It's just
Yeah.
it's just back.
Yeah.
Whatever. But there's really not a whole lot of plot that we've seen so far.
Nope.
It's
Yeah.
just
It's the ultimate revenge story. Like they said that clearly. Like guy tortures him, you assume murders his wife.
No, he kidnapped her because she
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
the one
you-
playing the harp.
You do see that in episode 3, but when you first see that scene, you're assuming that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So just lone
Actually-
guy wandering around, fixing bad problems because people get in trouble, and he helps them.
I think you hit the head on the coffin when you said the Bruce Banner thing, because it's a lot like the Incredible Hulk TV show. It's just a wandering guy who stumbles against some villagers in trouble and helps them out after his shirt flies off.
Yeah.
But the most interesting thing is probably the 5-second fight sequences.
They're not.
Because
That's,
this guy-
that's what I mean. It's God's one of his creations. These are not fight
No,
sequences.
there's nobody here that puts up any sort of challenge to the man.
Not
Like
yet,
you
no.
get the feeling that the main bad guy has got some sort of power that outshines the main character.
Who we
He did
see
put
as the
holes
main
in
bad
his
guy
chest.
for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in Dragon Ball Z, fucking Piccolo lost an arm fighting Raditz, and they were like, "Oh shit, more people are coming. That's
Yeah.
going to be more powerful. We better train."
I mean, it
this
took
guy's
both
just
of them.
it's fucking Super Saiyan tier at the beginning.
He just touches them with just a finger, and they explode.
Well, he
into
always warns
nastiness.
them. He's like, put the girl down, and
Not
then
verbally, usually. It's just a look of, hey, you might want to stop this right now.
it's like the visuals of Clint Eastwood, but he looks like a roided out Bruce Lee, and he's clearly like a paladin mindset. It's it's really hard to describe adequately because it's so ridiculously over the top.
There's nothing like it. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing past this that you could compare it to.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if there was anything before this that you could compare it to.
Yeah,
But-
like
this
all
seemed
the
like
other-
the progenitor. Yeah,
all the other super muff guy fighting shows have always started with the main character getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
At the beginning, and then they build towards it. But no, this guy's just out the gate. Fuck everybody, and just
well, and he's very zen. Like he normally doesn't care, but then he hears that this village is going to attack, so he just rips the bars off of his prison to
Yeah.
go help. He's like, "Oh, they're in danger. Rip.
Yeah.
I'm leaving now."
He didn't care about anything. They put him in jail because he tried to take water from them, a precious, resource, but he needed it. And then he just laid in jail.
Yep, and then the nice girl tried to give him water. The fucking asshole kid that got put in jail with him, Bart, which
Oh God, Bart.
Bart was awful.
Bart can die.
Don't have a cow, man.
Stop.
But they did have a cow at the beginning. They did. The bandits took it.
They took the
Killed
cow.
it, made it.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. So, yeah, like, this girl was really nice to him, even though he's a prisoner, so he decided, I'm going to help the village. I'm not going to let him get all killed and stuff.
Yeah.
So he breaks out of jail after that,
Literally.
and then half the village is dead. So he saves half the village, at least. But then it just goes on from there. He's like, I gotta go now.
Yeah. He
Sorry.
just leaves.
Then he just leaves with Bart, and there the adventure starts. He just
I
roams
wouldn't even
around.
call it an adventure. Because an adventure, I mean, it implies some kind of
Plot.
difficulty.
Right?
This guy, the only thing that can get him down is like dehydration and
Yeah.
hunger.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that food was really good. I mean, it was what I needed, but I'm sure I could have survived on the dew of the universe for the rest of my life. Because I'm apparently Buddha. I don't know.
I mean, even his sidekick Bart says that. He's like, what is the point of traveling with this asshole if I can't use him to steal
Yeah.
food? All he does is kill people and help things.
I
But
really want to. I would follow the adventures of Punch Buddha.
Yeah, that would. It's just. It is almost to the point of non-entertaining. if it wasn't so out of the world, like out of this world, just
It's
completely
ultimate power trip.
over machismo.
I'm not a macho person at all. I never have been. That's my brother's thing, not me. I've never cared about it. But this is the ultimate distilled essence of after you watch a kung fu movie and feel like you know kung fu.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like I could punch someone and kill them.
Or that time that you guys watched 300 and then literally got in a van, came to my house, and pulled me off of my couch and kidnapped me.
Yes, we full-on kidnapped you.
Because you guys were so excited.
This is a good story. We have to tell this.
Okay.
So we have an unmarked white van without windows in the back. Okay, it's a delivery van.
What?
There are, and the doors open up.
Yep.
Like, you know, like in the
Who's
movies.
the rapist?
And there are 4 of us. There's me and Wesley, AJ, and Yama.
Yeah.
Yama is 6'6", roughly 300 pounds, the son of a blacksmith.
He's the rapist?
He is the mountain,
Yeah, Yama means mountain.
as his name implies.
We pull up in the middle of the night with the lights off to Taco's house. And I knew that his mom wouldn't freak out.
She gave 0 shits.
We literally barged open the front door and you're sitting on your sofa. And Yama scoops you up in one arm while we're holding the door.
Yeah.
Throws you in the van, and then we climb in, and the van takes off before we even close the
And
back
they're
doors.
all yelling at this
Yes.
entire time.
We're
Just
all-
like, because they're so pumped after
Yes.
seeing 300.
Yes. We're like, go! Get in the van! Grabbing! Ah! And his family is just like cooking dinner.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yep.
and like looks into the living room and sees her son getting kidnapped and just like, okay.
Happens.
I mean, it was just his friends, whatever.
That is the ultimate, like, machismo. And this, like I was saying, is on the brink of being unentertaining if it wasn't just... I mean, it was almost alien watching it, because I'd never seen an anime this old. I mean, outside of a couple clips of Astro Boy, black and white Astro Boy.
Yeah, and those were bad.
Yeah. And this was just like... It was entertaining in the way that something new and strange would be.
Yeah. I watched this first when much too young for it.
Oh.
I shouldn't have watched it when I watched it.
Absolutely.
So I knew about all this stuff, and I forgot how dated it looked. Because, 80s anime, man.
I love the art.
Like, the art's great. It's
It's
just
nostalgic as shit.
the animation's
The
just
lines
really,
and the animation.
really choppy.
The
And-
audio, I think, is the worst.
Yeah.
It's Tolkien syndrome for me, where I can't tell if this is cliche or if it invented the cliches.
Oh, yeah. That's
like,
true.
Like, all the bandits look just like the bandits in Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
You know, the
invented.
Yeah, the
Like,
motorcycle
it was,
gang.
It was part of that
It was one of the
first major waves.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
the first big waves of like just super violent
Post-apocalyptic
worlds. Anime.
If they remade it and you didn't know that it was a remake, you'd be like, seriously, come on, I've
Yeah.
seen this so much.
Exactly.
But it's like this is the one that made it. Like, this is the one that did this.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite thing about this anime is? The video game.
Oh, the old Sega game, or no,
the old arcade game.
Yeah.
And in the town that we're in now, and if you listen to Loot Table, we've decided to name it after one of the most common towns in America.
Yeah.
Springfield.
Yeah.
So in this, we're calling it Springfield arcade. The mall had this arcade game that was basically just a punching simulator. It was Fist of the North Star, where he'd go around and he would fight these gang leaders and stuff, and it had 3 pads on the right and 3 pads on the left that would swing out and in like various sequences, and you punch them in order. And it was... You would have to punch it, and then if you get a certain part, you do like the million punch finishing roll thing, and you just like fucking flail out like a madman. Or you do it in the sequence of his like Big Dipper and like
7
explode the
point
dude's
strike.
head.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what we should be. He's got the Big Dipper and scars on his chest.
Yeah,
That's
because the main bad guy finger fucked him.
in the chest.
So he literally has shoved his fingers into his
Probably
chest.
one of the most painful parts just watching it. Like,
Yeah.
because there's no resistance when this man places his fingers on your body.
It's just boop, like
Almost like flan.
like
just
butter,
like you're-
hot knife and butter, just phew.
It's disgusting to
And
watch.
he is a blonde man in a slightly mauve suit with furry shoulder pads.
Yep.
That's the main bad guy.
This show
I mean-
is so fucking 80s.
Classic,
Like-
classical.
Oh,
guy.
like, oh man, the opening theme, just like that, like
The
still
haircuts.
still kind of 70s sounding rock. And,
the bad guy that looked like Lion-O from fucking Thundercats.
that half of us couldn't figure out what you were talking about because you said Lionel.
Lionel. I was
Lionel
like,
Richie.
what?
Lionel.
Like if somebody says Lionel, they think Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks Lion-O from fucking.
Is
Was he
Lion-
black? No.
Is Lion O?
Yeah.
His name is Lion-O
I give
because he's
zero
a
fucks.
fucking lion.
SpaghettiOs?
I give.
SpaghettiOs.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, what's wrong with SpaghettiOs? I love SpaghettiOs.
Oh, are
You
we
say it
making
fast
fun of
enough
your speech
and
impediment?
nobody knows. No, it's no speech impediment.
You sure? We all care about you.
Just ignore.
I'm
it.
pretty
here.
sure I don't have a speech impediment.
That is
Oh,
That's
terribly offensive.
That's a trigger.
You.
I've been triggered.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry to all the faggots. I apologize.
God damn it!
Oh, we can-
Stop
Can we
saying
go one
that!
episode?
Just like
I thought we'd make it.
who's the child molester that had his own show with all the
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman.
Wait.
You know
He's not a child molester.
He diddled himself, not a child.
He jerked off in a porn theater. What do you expect somebody to do in a porn
Who
theater?
doesn't jerk off in the porn theater?
you're right.
Do
You're
you,
right.
do you think anybody else in there wasn't? There's a reason, but all the stereotypical people that went there had raincoats on. Because they're big
I thought they were trench coats.
and they had a lot.
I wish
I wouldn't wear
No,
a
it's
raincoat in
it's
there.
no. The raincoats protect you from the splatter from other people.
And
I was-
you don't want to jerk it into a fucking expensive ass trench coat.
No,
like,
you just get a cheap trench coat. If you've got a raincoat on, you're like.
Soft. But yeah.
we've derailed. Stop.
So what about Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah, what about him? I have to know now. Because we've caused this much shit. We gotta come back.
remember
Yeah,
We went so far off trail. What were you talking? Oh, that's it. You know how you had like a word of the day?
Yeah.
We could totally have a trigger of the day.
Oh God.
And we'll play like a trigger sound bite and everything,
I don't want to
like
start
a gun
that.
cocking. Or
Like I
something.
do. I mean, I don't care about that overly sensitive part of the population on the internet, but I don't want to antagonize
I've
them.
been overly sensitive part you can
So-
care about.
Guys, I'm gonna get the mic so high.
420 Brexit.
There's not even tobacco in that.
God damn it!
You know,
What
honestly,
is this show? What
know
has
what?
happened? What is wrong with you people?
The
this week?
reason that we devolved is because there's nothing to
Masculinity.
say about the show anymore.
And it's extremely late.
It's
It is late.
it's just raw, untempered
Man.
masculinity. It's just
Plus 80s, plus blood, plus...
no. That
bigger
all
fucking-
that it's more over the top masculine than Warhammer 40k is.
Fathers,
Yes.
if you let your sons watch this show, their balls will drop.
And then they'll punch you in theirs.
Yeah.
I had a second pair drop, and that's just fucking weird.
Yeah, I saw that. It was on your chin. I didn't know what was going on.
It's lower than the first.
Oh god, they could hit each other.
They could be touching.
I can hit others.
Balls will always be touching.
They will be
Damn it.
touching. Yeah.
Balls
What
are
has
always
happened?
touching,
No, stop.
We're so sorry,
Stop.
Casey.
Look at them!
If this was loot table, that'd be one thing. But
Okay,
this-
I know.
Okay.
I watched an anime thing. I watched Read or Die, the first 3 episodes.
Stop. No, we're not there yet. God damn it.
All right,
So-
let's have a moment of silence to mourn the loss of this show.
I don't even care anymore. You fuckers have ruined my show.
Wait, rate it in, rate it in.
Rated in like
Direct
Froggy.
us.
You're like Big the Cat, rated
So-
in Froggy.
Oh God.
No, honestly, there's really not much to say about the show because it's just a bunch of meandering, and then
Punching.
one punch happens and the guys blow up, and
Or kicking.
there's not anything to say about it because we don't have
al-
anything to go on in
It
those
was
3
almost a
episodes.
Western.
Yeah,
It is.
Like-
It's definitely Western.
but there's such little happened
Yeah.
in those 3
we
episodes.
can't
Like,
even talk about the art because the art's old, and
It's-
I'm not exposed to enough of that to have an opinion.
like
It
I
looks
will.
like anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like old anime, but even there's some older anime that looks a lot better. Like a lot. Any of the stuff by Leiji Matsumoto, the guy that did Galaxy Express 999.
Oh yeah.
Those are the same era, and they look a lot better. So art was the animation was pretty bad. Art's fine. character designs were fine, but the animation was pretty lackluster.
But if you want to see just a part of anime history,
Yeah.
I should just check it out a couple episodes.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't finish it because there's 109 episodes.
I want to know. I'm going to go to the last episode and I'm going to watch it.
I mean,
know
you're
what the plot
free to
is.
do that because
You're probably going to be really confused.
I don't care.
Like,
So-
you'll see them and be like, who's that? Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Is that guy against this guy now? Why is that happening?
It actually turns into a shoujo.
The animation gets worse.
It becomes Ranma 1/2.
not really. It kind of. That's another show from the 80s that looked really good.
Yeah.
Ranma was pretty fucking great. But now this is. It's nice to look back on and be
Yeah.
like, hey, how far have we come? But at the time, it was revolutionary.
Stay away from the live action.
It doesn't have all the ridiculous fan service that you see nowadays. It doesn't have the moe. It doesn't have the high school theme that
Yeah.
Casey loves.
I'm not against high school setting. I'm getting tired of it because everything takes
Well, I'm
place
just
in high
saying,
school.
like,
I'm tired of moe.
this is progeny. Like, this is like,
It's a progenitor, yeah.
yeah.
This is kind of what started all of the ultra-violent macho shit that happened in the 80s and early 90s. So-
Gundam, that was, when you said that you saw this when you were too young to appreciate it, first thing I thought it was Gundam. I saw that when I was way too young to appreciate it.
Fun story. When I was 4, I watched Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Oh,
Just for context, Gundam is the one show where my dad said, "You're not old enough to watch that yet."
okay.
Wow, like which Gundam?
I don't even know.
Probably
I was
just
too young.
Gundam.
I was
Like
like
the
5.
original?
Probably.
Yeah.
I was like
The one
5.
Mobile suit.
From
And he's-
78?
He saw it and he's like, we can't watch this.
I mean,
I watched The Wall.
that is where Colony Drop came from. So,
Yeah.
like, they drop an entire colony onto a planet to prove
Onto
the point.
Earth.
Huh?
Onto Earth. Wasn't
Yeah.
it Australia that got hit with it?
It's been so long since I've seen Gundam.
I think it was
That
Sydney.
it's so good.
It is so good.
So World War I, World War II.
I'm not a... I'm going to get flack from this. I'm not a huge Gundam fan myself. I like some of them. I've never finished a series except for 8th MS Team.
That-
8th MS Team was amazing.
Gundam Seed Destiny.
I've heard good things, but I haven't
I
seen
think
it.
I stopped watching before that came out.
Gundam
Like, I
Seed
really
Destiny.
liked the original stuff because, like, the original Gundam was like heavy metal, war sword
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Gundam Wing was like boy band, invincible, polished.
Yeah,
pilots.
like a little bit of, if I remember correctly, some homosexual undertones in that show.
Yeah, with
I feel
With
like
Trace and Duo, I think, maybe? I don't know.
not Duo.
No, it was the Chinese one.
Katra.
Oh, that's, yeah.
there's
Yeah, the
there's a lot of
Sora.
it, and almost in every series because there's always the rivals,
Yeah.
the two males that are
Well-
rivals and friends at the same time.
Not in 8th MS Team. That was that was kind of like a combination between MASH and Romeo and Juliet with wet mechs.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was awesome. God, it was so
All
good.
this talk makes me want to just talk about Robotech. Fucking love me some Robotech or
was-
Macross.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've got the entirety of Macross 7.
You have the movies because the
Yes.
movies are just the best part of all of them.
As an avid traditional and tabletop gamer, fuck Robotech. And I know it's really...
Are you thinking BattleTech?
Yes, I am. Because, I mean, it's directly inspired, really. But it's
But-
just... I just hate that entire system.
Well, that's not anything.
Yeah, so
But either way,
keep
yeah.
your TG in your pants while we talk about anime over here. Okay.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right.
it's again. I'm not going to finish it. I know I'm not.
No.
It's not that I don't like
But
it.
it is-
It's just
But the funny thing is that it's bringing up all these other shows that we want to watch
Yeah.
now from
Yeah.
that era or that just
Inspired
by
by
that.
it.
Yeah.
It's like like the animation reminds me of Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire D. I haven't watched it in so long. I remember not liking it that much, but the animation was fantastic because the character designer was Yoshitaka Amano, who did all of the production artwork for Final Fantasy up until 6.
It makes me
He
want
is
to watch
interesting
Bastard
stuff.
even more.
Which one?
Bastard.
Bastard. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Anyway, let's. Okay, so yeah.
All right.
Are
News.
anybody else gonna watch this?
No, I won't watch it.
No.
I will skip to the last episode because I have to know.
Let me know.
Yeah. So yeah, it's. I mean, it's where it came from. It's where it started.
I
But
say if you want to watch any more of it, just watch the animated movie.
Yeah.
because that just
And
condenses the entirety of it.
And it's a lot better animation.
Okay,
Yeah.
I might watch the animated movie.
And if you want to watch something more current but directly inspired by it, watch the new JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh yeah,
So good.
super looking forward to that.
But anyway, yeah. That's it for the show. Any kind of like news, Weeaboo stuff that you guys been doing?
I finished Monster Musume.
You caught up with it or read
Well,
all the manga?
I've all the anime. I finished what was on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It was all right. I can't say much more on the show.
I think that you're just embarrassed to admit that you liked it.
Anyway,
And that's okay.
moving on.
So which monster is best monster?
That is actually a really good question.
And there's only one right answer, so
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got two answers. Two that I could go for.
I like the Lamia,
That's good, man.
but she doesn't have a human bottom half. And I'm
She's
all
that
about
important.
the
She's-
base.
She's got a butt.
yeah.
She does.
And she
but it's
also-
also followed by an 8, 9, 10-foot tail
Does
that
that
could
not
kill
sexually
me.
excite you?
That could kill me.
Could kill you. Any of them could kill you.
Yes, but she's the only one who's come close to it.
There's a
Often.
giant Black Widow Spider Woman.
Yes, but
And
she
you're-
doesn't kill him or even try hardly.
What the fuck is
Mike, I would love to introduce you to a magical, wonderful fandom.
Cold Monster Girls.
Yes.
So
There's a whole book about it that
can't
documents
do.
them all.
Harpy looks too young.
Yeah.
Well, because she's a bird person, so
Yeah.
she has to be tiny.
Centaur, never.
Yeah.
Boobs are actually too big.
Way too big.
So it'd have to almost be Drider, Spider Lady, or the Ooze.
You does go for the Ooze, yeah.
Ooze?
That's
She's
a good
super,
answer.
She's
I think
super
it's
nice.
Porpoise, yeah.
I like
She is nice. That's
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I promise when we're done recording.
so.
But the Lamia is the nicest and probably the one that he's probably going to end up with. She's probably the favorite. But
She's my favorite, but
Monster Girls are the intersection between traditional games and anime. it's that Magic X where they cross.
Yep.
And one of my favorite settings that I've ever seen made is it was a group of people trying to make a setting in modern day where a certain percent of the populace are suddenly monster girls. It only happens to women. But the goal was to try to make it to reduce the fetish element to it completely. Just remove it. Try to make it it's an actual problem in society now to try to come up with like ways to enter a building when you're now half a horse. Like how do you work at a convenience store when you are a giant snake? It's surprisingly really well done.
What?
So,
Fuck.
Mike, and anybody that's not seen Monster Musume, it is about a guy who has become a host family in an exchange program. Monster people have been recently exposed to the greater populace. They've been existent for a long time. The government was finally like, okay, we need to integrate you into society. And there's host families that host all these people, and he ends up burdened with a lot of them through a bunch of circumstances. So he's got Naga, basically, a bird, harpy, ooze girl, arachnid girl, centaur, and a mermaid now, and a goo girl, a slime. Later on, they introduce another one. It's a Doulahan.
Yes.
One of my favorite characters in that show, but it's not going to be in the show. It's going to be in the manga. It's just in the manga right now.
Well, then you've got the Monstar new
Oh
law.
yeah, the
You've got an ogre.
you've
got a zombie.
the police.
You've got a homunculus or a
doppelganger.
and then you've also got the what was the last one?
The
Cyclops. Yeah.
So yeah, it is an ecchi harem show.
It's almost on the verge of being
It's almost hentai, but not quite.
It's etchy.
It's
It's
super
ecchi as fuck. But yeah, it's just a harem show with a guy that has to deal with having monster girls in his house, and it's hilarious.
Well, another part of the the premise is that he's not allowed to fuck them.
Yes.
That's
Well, for the first
For
half.
the first
Yeah.
part of it, and then they're like, "Hey,
Now you gotta pick someone
we're
to marry.
testing this new law.
Right.
You're gonna have to be the first one to marry one of them, and he's got to choose a wife." So it's silly.
And
It's absolutely stupid.
it is,
but it's
stupid.
fantastically stupid.
It's made me laugh out loud a couple times, almost out of sheer embarrassment
Yeah.
and humility, though.
Like whenever the harpy was laying the egg, I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, my
yeah.
god!"
Yeah, I was like, they're really going with this. Really going with this right now.
No, I'm just going to own up to it. The fact that this is it's sexist as hell. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you want to point to something and go like, "This is what we mean when feminism still needed." Yes, this is a genre that is still entirely true.
But-
It really is.
I can't tell if they're serious
They're not.
or if it's a trope.
It's yeah.
It's-
I mean, it's like a big joke.
It's pandering, but it's also just being silly about it. So.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't see. There's nothing there.
Oh, crap.
What are you guys on your phones during my show?
I was looking at the pictures of
You
this,
just
and
introduced him to a whole new, exciting format of fandom.
And I found a GIF in searching for it that says, "Go ahead and call the cops. They can't unrape you."
So bad.
Oh, I need to use my asthma shit. Oh, God. So,
Okay.
Mike, just to let you know, my first exposure to this whole Monster Girl subgenre was a little game called Monster Girl Quest,
Yep.
which
famous.
is a RPG kind of. Somebody sent it to me, and I was like, "Why not?" I tried it. Oh, it's one of those games.
Yep.
It's not for kids.
If I remember, is that the one where it's an RPG and when you lose they rape you?
Yes.
Yes.
You are a young male adventurer
Yes.
who fights monster girls, and if they win, they have their way with you. And there's an option in every encounter that just says "give up," so you can just be like, "Ah, that's all right." Oh, it's a Lamia cosplay. Ah, it's Mia cosplay. Yay! Anyway, so yeah, that was my first introduction to it, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to complete this game. Promptly uninstalled it.
In public.
No, it was gone because I'm like, I'm not having this. Somebody can't catch me with this. This is awful. But
John is going to tell the FBI.
it was so bad.
I think one of my favorite monster girls are the ones based off weird D&D creatures, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Beholder girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, because it's so ridiculously silly and stupid. It's just, I love it. I love it. I'm not even going to defend it. It's wrong, but I do.
Yeah, it's again, as you've said many times, this is a safe zone.
Yeah.
You can own up to it. So,
It's interesting. It is definitely the definition of a guilty pleasure.
oh yeah, you stop
Mike is just
looking up stuff on your
Looking up
phone.
the dumbest shit.
I don't blame him.
Before
Before this, he didn't know this existed. It's a whole new.
If you
shiny,
listen to the
swirling world.
show, he'd know that I mentioned it on my first time hosting.
Hey,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to because my
Excuses.
phone, it played it at a really low volume, but my new one's cool, so
Alright.
that's why you got the message like, "Hey, I haven't listened to this. It is great."
Okay. Well,
Toot, toot.
I stepped out of my comfort zone this week. Now, this is going to sound like it's not because, interests. But I read my first Yuri manga.
Okay.
And I'm not talking like pornographic.
Right.
I have seen pornographic stuff Yuri before, of course, because I have the internet. And if you search for anything anime related.
Yeah.
But no, this was just a regular love story that happened to be about two girls.
Right.
I had never read anyone before, never really cared to, because I figured they were all just there to pander
Yeah.
to males. That
No,
wanna-
it's become like its own legitimate standalone genre.
yeah,
at this
it
point.
was really good. It was called.
Same with the alley.
It was called Girlfriends. Just that I got in. I read. No, I didn't read. I watched another podcast called Manga Pod, hosted by Dodger and Happily Aaron from YouTube, and they all said it was great. And I'm like, these are girls reviewing a Yuri manga, saying it's great. Maybe I should check it out.
I think that it's It really helps Japan, which has some extremely strong social taboo against any kind of gay relationship.
Yeah.
The yaoi and yuri it is legitimate and often very endearing relationships because it's really the only outlet for that.
Yeah.
And you can't publicly say you're gay in Japan.
No, and
no way.
I find it really interesting because there's no religious reasons there,
Right.
for it. It's just because it's different.
Right.
There's-
Absolutely.
Well, that and I mean, it's probably because it's
Well, now there's the added social pressure. We have to have kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I'm sure that was something back in the day as well. Historically, it didn't create a child, or
Right.
it didn't further your family standing.
But no, the main reason, honestly, is just because anything out of the ordinary is looked down upon in Japan.
Just pure xenophobia.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got to trace it back farther than that. It can't be just because it's different. Because
different
because-
conquered the fuck out of them.
Dude,
everything was different at first. Like,
Yeah.
you have to trace it back. Like, I think it has a more logical impact. I mean, look at Judaism. They don't eat pork because pigs are fucking disgusting.
That's your
It's not,
opinion, man.
No, they are
That's-
nastiest.
that's
Bacon
just
is delicious.
like your
Whatever.
opinion, man. Because bacon is awesome. So is sausage. Everything about pigs is
And-
delicious.
And the Hindus worship or idolize the cow because if they kill it, then they don't
That-
get milk.
And
they
that
don't
could be
get
grandpa.
Damn it.
Wow. Wow, we're going for a high score on this
Wow.
one. Fuck
You
the
guys
Jews.
have made me retarded
Whatever.
tonight. Oh, I just used another
Oh,
one.
wow.
Fuck the Jews.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's see. Eastern Europeans, please stop squatting and wearing tracksuits.
It's okay because he's a gypsy. He can say it.
Yep, I'm jipping on this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Native Americans, give it back to us, please.
Jesus Christ.
Did you check your privilege?
Checked.
Mr. White Man.
Oh
Yep.
God.
But
I'm a white
I
male.
think
Yeah,
that's.
no.
I think that's it.
that
I'm
was,
done.
yeah, but no, I was just, it really surprised me that it was just a love story with two girls as the main characters, and it was really good.
I've read some Yuri and I've read some Yaoi, and like I said, you can't judge them based on that being their genre. They're just like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, I just never read one because I figured it was just going to be porn, and
Right.
it wasn't. So it was pretty good.
like I said, I really see it as an outlet in a
So-
culture that otherwise doesn't allow it.
So now you guys respect furries? Is that what you're saying?
Fuck no.
Yiffing?
I'm no comment. I'm not starting a war with that.
I'm just kidding.
Sex is weird. Humans are weird. People want to fuck everything. I respect that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not commenting on that subject.
If you want to wear a disgusting suit and fuck someone, that's fine. I really don't care.
I
But
want to smell like balls
I don't
all day in that
I don't
fucking
understand.
suit.
I don't understand the culture. Like they have conventions and stuff. I've never gotten that. But again, I'm not going to judge.
Do you know how much that must fucking stink? Like seriously, I've been to a regular con with
Almost
20,000 people,
Probably as much as any sex con.
but added to the fact that you're in a fucking suit that's just baking you all day.
They're not even. It's not even like a sexual thing at these conventions. It's just like, hey, you're furry. Hey, me too. Cool.
It's just people walking around in their
Yeah.
fucking suits, and they're getting just drenched in sweat all
I think
day.
it would be hilarious
So it's like
to
a-
infiltrate a furry con.
So it's like a
You
pony con, but
go
20%
right
less
ahead.
cool?
I'm okay.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Let's go with
Sorry, what was that,
Centaur.
Mike?
So it's like a pony con, but 20% less cool?
References from 2013. Yeah,
Yeah,
It wasn't that long ago.
yeah, it was
it
actually.
was. It was. and
Dude,
you're
we
old.
worked at Perfect Purchase quite a long time ago.
Dude, I'm 32. It doesn't seem that long ago.
So, yeah, this was a train wreck of an episode. Fuck.
Whatever. Fuck you two.
Do I need to touch you with my fingers and cause you to explode?
No,
Oh,
but
that was that
Okay.
was all kinds of sexuals.
Yes, please.
You took it there. You took it there.
No, it was going
You
there.
took it there.
It was going there.
I'll take you there.
I haven't been editing these down, so just let me, guys out there, if you want me to edit out this bullshit conversations that we have, or you just want us to stop, just let me know, but I think it's entertaining to go off on tangents. That's just me. But
If
anyway,
you know me in my personal life, please don't listen to this.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call.
yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
didn't
Grandma.
listen to it.
So before we close up, give a shout out to that loot table crew. Pretty cool guys. They've got some really good contributors, aka Species and Rocco. They do our intro and our outro for that format.
For Luke, for Luke Table.
For the
And
Luke
again,
Table.
thank you so much to Megan Echo for letting me use his music as the intro and outro for Weeaboo Wednesday. And again, you can find him at meganecho.bandcamp.com or follow him at Robot Huggles.
And we're going to have all that information down on the bottom.
Yep.
And right below that, there's this magical thing you guys can type in with your keyboard, leave us a little note, tell us how we're doing.
Yeah.
Tell us that you love us because we love you.
That's
And
why I
then-
was asking, because I honestly, if you guys don't find these stupid tangents entertaining, we can try to stop, but I think they're funny.
Shoot us an email if you can't get a hold of us any other way. We're at lucastofficial@gmail.com.
Yeah! You got it right again!
Nice.
Nailed it. Made that shit.
High five.
That's real.
So,
It's late.
it's very late, and
We're ready
we're
to
very
go to
tired,
bed.
so bye guys, we love you very much.
I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
In a sexual way.
I think Mike's asleep.
Let's blowjob him.
And that's where we're ending the recording. Okay, addendum. Sorry, we forgot to announce the next episode, or the next show we're gonna watch. It is called La Corda d'Oro, aka Blue Sky.
Pretty sure it's Blue Eyes.
Blue Sky, are you blind?
No, it's just the name of it. It's called Blue Sky.
I don't know, but anyway, it's about a violin thing, and well, I just wanted to throw this in. I'm tired. We're going to bed. Bye. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Fuck you.